Block content. What's happening, my block buddies? Welcome to a new episode of Blocked Content. My name is Callum, and this is your content for today. Will Princess Peach's castle appear in Super Mario Odyssey? You know, we've all kind of heard about that theory that the Mushroom Kingdom is in the game. It's actually sort of been confirmed that it is, so now we get to wonder, is Princess Peach's castle in the game? We have some idea why, so let's jump into it. Remember that you can also be the comment question winner, and your comment will appear in our next video. So if you have an original, funny, or informative answer for this video's question, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment on this video. Alright, and today's comment question is, what do you think Princess Peach's castle will be like in Super Mario Odyssey? So leave a comment down below, be original, be funny, and maybe you will be featured in the next episode of Block Content. Well, alright, let's get into this, right? So, the Mushroom Kingdom is confirmed to be in the game, and this is a really big deal. You know, we reported on all the very cool new kingdoms coming to the game, and to me that's so amazing because it means that the Mushroom Kingdom, you know, is now part of Super Mario Odyssey. Normally, this would be where the opening cutscene of the game takes place. You know, it's been that for a very long time, and the Mario Odyssey game is kind of centered around all these different kingdoms, right? It's centered around Mario traveling to different worlds in sort of a in vacation fashion, right? And having the Mushroom Kingdom be one of those kingdoms is a very interesting take because that's basically home for Mario, right? And you know, if you think about what that could look like, that's very interesting because we already reported, you know, the Mushroom Kingdom is such a broad place. It kind of encapsulates everything about what a Super Mario game should be because the new Super Mario Brothers games, they take place in the Mushroom Kingdom, all that kind of stuff. So if you think about what the Mushroom Kingdom is, it's basically a grassland, but also a lot of stuff like sand land and maybe something like a snow world. So it's really weird to kind of nail it down to one thing. But if you have to do it, I think that it would be safe to say that it might be something like a, you know, grassy plains world. And one thing is always extremely important in a Mushroom Kingdom, and that's of course its hallmark, and that's Princess Peach's castle. That's right, there was even a sticker discovered in the game that said Mushroom Kingdom. And what was the logo for the Mushroom Kingdom? Well, it was Princess Peach's castle, of course. So now that that is sort of the hallmark of that kingdom, it should definitely appear in the game, right? It should appear in the game in some form. And, you know, we theorize that it's not just an opening cutscene or anything like that. It will probably be something along the lines of, you know, used in a opening cutscene because that's where, you know, Mario always opens his adventures. But, you know, if you think about it, and it is one kingdom in the game, it will definitely not just be the opening cutscene. So it appears on that sticker, it will appear in the game. That's my theory on this. And what's funny about this is that Princess Peach's castle is always kind of different in any interpretation. I mean, it looks the same and it kind of functions the same in a lot of the games, which is, you know, as background scenery or something like that. But if you think about Super Mario 64, that's where Princess Peach's castle, you know, the version that we know, was introduced. It looks the same in Mario Kart 64. It was even, you know, had the same textures and all that. You could even drive up to the door. It was really cool. And it looks the same, relatively the same in Super Mario Galaxy. It looks different in a couple of other games, including the sports games and stuff like that. It's mostly used as scenery, and it always kind of feels like it's in a different place. And that's very weird to me. Like, do they rebuild the thing, or are there a lot of different castles? But mostly it's just, you know, convenience and having it in different places. You know, for the game where it's set in. And if you think about a game like Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, yeah, that had a pretty cool looking original Princess Peach's castle too. So if you think about what would it look like in this game, of course it'd be the most awesome representation because this is a mainline Mario game, right? It should look beautiful, it should look pristine, but also, you know, a lot of you guys want to see not just the castle, but a lot of you guys commenting want to be able to go inside of the castle. You know, one of the most amazing things about Super Mario 64, you know, it had all these crazy awesome worlds. It was revolutionary, but you always start in that courtyard. You always start at the castle, and you walk into the castle, and it's this world of paintings and awesome things. And having, you know, that idea of going inside the castle, I mean, even in a game like Paper Mario, the original, going into the castle was like this big, you know, your home, kind of that feeling. And that's what I really loved about that. So if that is in the game in some sort, what will you be able to do? Are you able to go inside the castle? And, even one keen-eyed commenter said, maybe you could even, jump into one painting as sort of a throwback, and that'd be, the Mushroom Kingdom's, world. That'd be the Mushroom Kingdom's thing. So it mostly, operates as, oh, hey, you walk down the hallway and you go into the door and you jump into one painting, and that's like the world. Maybe you go to, the final battle in that thing. So I'm very curious to see what you guys would think could happen if you go inside of the castle. Would it have the classic music and stuff like that? So let me know. I think that maybe, if it is in the game, I think it would make sense that the wedding would probably happen there. There's this weird arranged marriage that Bowser is having with Peach, which is very weird if you really think about it, right? I mean, a damsel in distress getting married forcefully, what? This is 2017. Anyway, that could definitely happen there. It's a bit weird if Bowser were to marry Peach in her castle, right? And why not just in Bowser's castle? Because that's where they would probably stay if they were married, right? But to me, that would be like a plot convenience thing, and it would also look cool, and it would, be a very cool final battle to happen inside of Peach's castle. I think in a new Super Mario Bros. U, something like this happened, right? Where Bowser took over Peach's castle. I think something like that could definitely happen here again. So, I think that the wedding is one of the central pieces of the game. I think there's a lot of, stuff like that happening in the Metro Kingdom as well, because there's a lot of advertisements for that wedding over there, so look at the trailers. But I think that maybe the final battle could also happen there. So not just the wedding, but I think the idea of a big battle that's happening right there would be really cool. Think of the opening of Super Mario Galaxy, like the first one. If, you started the game, Mario would run, through the entire kingdom and through like a Toad village. It was totally amazing, looked awesome. And then, it would be under fire from Bowser's airships, and that kind of dread, it's this world that and it's very peaceful and very cute, and that's the castle and everything and now it's under fire, it's under siege. That kind of, turnaround, that would feel really well at home in a game like Super Mario Odyssey as well. So, I'm really curious, either a wedding or a final battle, and maybe the final battle is sort of the wedding and the reception, so that'd be really cool. It could be introduced as a hub world also, but I don't think this will happen at all. Sadly, I think that there probably very likely will not be a hub world in Super Mario Odyssey. I think they'll go for choosing levels on a menu, maybe some sort of world map like Mario Galaxy 2, but I think that if there was sort of a hub world, then it would have been the Metro Kingdom, and it's not. And if there were to be some sort of hub world, we probably would have seen it by now. Maybe it could still be the Cap Kingdom or something, because that kind of feels like a central themed world. Maybe the Mushroom Kingdom would be the central hub world. To me, that's a theory that I can't really get behind right now. But we'll have to see what happens. But as for now, I believe there will be no hub world. So maybe tell me otherwise if you have any other ideas. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. So, all in all, Princess Peach's Castle, a beautiful, brimming place. The music is amazing, that classic Super Mario 64 tune that feels very royal and very, calm and amazing. The Princess Peach's Castle is a hallmark of the Mushroom Kingdom. So not just because it appears in that sticker in the background of some footage, but I definitely think that the castle will appear. It's one of my favorite sceneries in any game ever, and I have a lot of good memories, walking through the castle. I actually played Super Mario 64 like 2 days ago, and I had such an amazing time. That place is just brimming with secrets, and I love it. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. Let me know what you think of the castle in general. Will it appear in the game? In what kind of way would it be featured in the game? If you comment down below, you could be featured in our next video. And today's comment question is, will Princess Peach's Castle appear in Super Mario Odyssey? And if so, in what way? So be original, be funny, be cool, and maybe you'll be featured in the next video. As for the previous comment question winner, this comes to us in a way of Danny Palin with an awesome cat picture. So thank you so much for sending in your comment. There's no doubt in my mind that Luigi will be in Odyssey. He was going to be in 64 when Miyamoto wanted to utilize multiplayer, but he was removed. Throughout the 2000s, Nintendo have made a conscious effort to feature him in more video games. With regards to his absence in Sunshine, I feel that they had an excuse. Luigi had his own game in Luigi's Mansion. And then there was 2013, in which Luigi had a considerable boost in popularity with the Year of Luigi. He had 3 games in which he was the main star, and to coincide with the celebration, he was not only announced early on into the development of Smash 4, but he was playable from the start and often appeared in gameplay footage, screenshots, and trailers. For Nintendo to suddenly leave him out of Odyssey after all this development would be awkward in my opinion. So thank you so much, Danny Palin, for this answer. Very informative and very amazing. So thank you so much. And remember that you can also be the comment question winner and appear in our video. So thank you so much for sending in your comment. These are always a ton of fun to do. So remember, if you aren't a member of the Blocked Content family yet, click the subscribe button and maybe that bell, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content.